What up, what up, what up? It's K.Honesty, and I'm about to do a review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 7, Episode 8. So if you haven't seen the 8th episode of Season 7 of Tyler Perry's Sistas, turn this video off, go watch the episode, and come back and watch this video. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. It's a simple and free and anonymous way to support my channel, and it supports your channel if you have one. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. Anything I say, it's my opinion. It does not reflect anyone or anything associated with the show. I'm not a public speaker, so I will tend to fumble my words. You'll hear me say, so, like, 1,000 times. I might stop to regain my thoughts. I might slow my talking down to regain my thoughts. Comment below what you thought of this episode, what you would grade this episode. If I forgot anything or was off on anything, let me know in the comments. I like to grade the episodes before and after my reviews. What happened on this episode? I do not even remember. Oh yeah, this episode was a C- for me because they really just playing with us at this point. Yeah, so I'm about to get into a C-. Last Chance, Tyler Perry Sistas, Season 7, Episode 8. If you have not seen it, turn this video off. I'm about to spoil the entire episode. My apologies for this review being a day late. I am really feeling under the weather. I slept all day yesterday, so that's why you didn't get the review yesterday. So I'm sorry about that, but you're getting it now, even though I'm still not feeling good. So we'll be drinking my tea throughout this episode. Throughout this review. My apologies. Okay, so the episode begins with Andy meeting up with an old colleague who who gives her information on Gary and also tells her that Jordan is actually innocent. He done found out that Jordan is innocent and that Gary set Jordan up. And then after he leaves, Fatima rushes in to tell Andy that she has a visitor who turns out to be this this billionaire mogul woman. And I forget what they said her last name was, but her name is Marie. She's like, oh, call me Marie. So she's saying that she just met with Jordan and that Marie says that she just met with Jordan to make sure that her investments are still good. And she says she didn't have to say too much to him because she knows that Andy already got in his ass, basically. More than she could. So Andy's like, well, me and Jordan did have an in-depth conversation. So Miss Maurice tells Andy the stuff about Jordan is not true. And then she tells Andy she wants to take all her husband's money. And she tells Andy, I'm not hiring you just yet. I want to see how you work first. So I'm like, okay, Andy, just get this random $1 billion client. Oh, yeah, I might be sick, but I'm still going to be smoking. I don't give a fuck. So Hayden comes over to Fatima, who's eavesdropping on Andy's conversation with Marie. So Fatima tells Hayden, like, she's in there with a $1 billion client, da-da-da. Hayden, he calls bullshit. And Fatima's like, well, see for yourself. And Andy and Marie come walking out of Andy's office. Hayden starts sucking up, talking about, Miss Marie, it's a pleasure. I'm Hayden, da-da-da, trying to introduce himself. Marie's like, I don't have time for the ass kissing or something. She said like that. And she leaves. So then Fatima and Andy, they start making fun of Hayden because Hayden's good. Hayden storms off. So Andy's like, I'm leaving. I'm off to see my man. I'm just like, oh, now he your man again. Now that these people that came in here and told you he was innocent. Now he your man again. And my immediate thought was, goddamn. My immediate thought was, he probably ain't gonna be feeling her since she didn't stick beside him, you know? So Fatima tells Andy about Karen getting the DNA test today and how Zach's going to be there. Andy sees it in Fatima's face that she wants to be there too. So Andy's like, you can leave. You can have the rest of the day off. So Gary and Tamara, they meet in a hotel room. Tamara's like, why did you call me talking about your dad? And Gary's like, God damn, fucking lips. That's how you know I was asleep for a long time. My lips keep peeling. So she's like, why did you call me about your dick? Gary's like, cause I know you want it. Tamara's like, you kissed me. Gary's like, oh, well, why'd you kiss me back then? So Tamara gets quiet. Gary's like, well, we both agreed it was nothing, so let's just keep it that way, and Hayden does not have to know anything. They start smashing. Afterwards, as Gary's getting dressed to leave, he tells her, I'll send you a horse emoji whenever I want you. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this nigga Gary he's just a wild nigga. I don't know what else to say about this nigga. His character is getting wilder and wilder. So then he leaves, and Tamara grabs this pen that was on the nightstand and gets all giddy. Like, she obviously was recording the whole situation. But I'm like, who was you recording it for? Because, like, this implicates you and Gary. So Danny, she has another therapy session with Dr. Cretia, and she starts explaining her feelings about Tony's kids. And Dr. Cretia tells her that going from not wanting, because she first asked Danny, do you want kids? Danny's like, no. So she tells her, like, you going from not wanting kids to having stepkids can shake you a little bit. So Danny says she worries about the what ifs that could happen. Dr. Cretia tells Danny, you worry too much about what could happen as if it already happened. And she tells Danny to state the worst case scenario that could happen in her relationship with Tony. So Danny says the kids could hate me, or me and Tony could break up, and then I have gotten attached. She says me and Tony could break up, but I've already gotten attached to the kids. That would be another problem. She says, or what if the kids trying to plot to get Tony and their mom back together? Or what if the mom come back from the military and shoot them up? I was just like, okay. So then Dr. Cretia, she's like, well, let's take those scenarios and see if we can prevent them from happening without you leaving the relationship. So Zach arrives at the doctor's. He's like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late, Karen. He done brought her something to eat. And he's like, do I got to sign anything? Karen's like, I filled it out already. You know I know you. So it's getting there, you know. That situation's happening. So Karen has Zach sign some paperwork. Well, basically, he just signed his name because she done filled out everything else. He's like, oh, yeah, this is right. This is all right. So then she tells him that I found out you actually do have to get a shot. She says that to Zach. Apparently Zach doesn't like shots, so she's teasing him a little bit. They start laughing, talking about the baby, and Zach starts rubbing her stomach, and Fatima walks in. It's hella awkward. Karen's like, I thought I made it clear that it was just supposed to be me and you. Fatima's like, oh, I just wanted to come and support my man. I'll stay out the way. So then Zach apologizes to Karen for Fatima popping up. So Told you I'd be fumbling my words. Fatima takes offense to what Zach says about popping up. She's like, oh, so you don't want me here? And Zach's like, no, it's not that. You said you weren't coming, but now you're here. So Fatima's like, well, you told me I could come if I wanted to. And Zach's like, it's fine, it's fine. Karen's like, no, it's not. And then the nurse comes out to get Zach for blood work. So then Andy, she gets to Jordan's place. She's showering him with kisses, thanking him for the referral of Marie. Says that she came to apologize because Marie and her other sources told her that Jordan was innocent. So Jordan's like, so you would trust their word over mine. So Andy's like, oh, you right. I should have taken your word. You never gave me reason to not believe you and stuff like that. So Jordan's like, well, I want us to be a unit. Andy apologizes again, says she won't run next time things get bad, if things get bad again. So then we back at the doctor's. Zach, he's sitting anxious, waiting to get his shot. Fatima teasing him a little bit. Then Fatima apologizes for not giving Zach the heads up that she was coming. It's like, girl, so you wanted to apologize in private, but not in front of Karen. I get it though. You don't want her to see that. So the nurse comes in, pulls out the needle. Zach starts going crazy, like a little kid. So then we get the scene. Hayden comes to Gary's office. He notices Gary has some scratches on his neck. He's like, what, you been fucking a vampire? Oh, excuse me. Gary's like, oh no, you know how women get. Hayden's like, I know. Tamira be bruising me up too. So then he tells Gary, I need your help crushing Andy. Tells Gary about Marie coming to see Andy. Gary's like, oh, I know Marie. He's like, I'm gonna have a chat with her and let her know exactly who she's getting involved with. I'm like, so here we go with Gary still trying to sabotage Andy. So Andy calls Fatima, tells her, you won't believe it. It's like Gary hired somebody to lie on Jordan. And from what I'm reading, she's like, from what I'm reading, that's only the tip of the iceberg. So she says she's going to confront Gary and make him keep Jordan's name out his mouth. So Fatima's like, all right, let me go home and change my sneakers and grab my blade, and I'm going to meet you there. That's the type of friend you need, though. I mean, that's the type of friend you need. Then we get this scene at the salon. Trey, he stops by, asks Pam, you think I was pressing a little too hard last time I saw Karen? Pam's like, oh, I know what all you men want. Like off of Poetic Justice, you just want to smell my punani. I was just like, okay. I feel like that scene was unnecessary. Trey's like, oh, I ain't messing with you, Pam. And leaves. Then Aaron calls Pam. We hadn't seen Aaron in a couple of episodes. So he calls Pam. He's like, I'm just calling to see how Karen's doing because I know she ain't going to answer my calls or whatever. So Pam's like, oh, you know I got my girl, da-da-da. And I'm glad you called because I am looking for an investor. I'm just like, girl, you don't want no investment from this nigga. We don't know where his money coming from. We know he a preacher, but we haven't seen his congregation, his church, nothing. Then we get this scene, Danny comes over to Sabrina's. Sabrina tells Danny that she ran into Karen at the hospital. Karen was there to get the DNA test. And Danny's like, I'm glad that this is happening so we can get this baby mama drama out the way. And she's like, you see how we so divided? She didn't even tell us she was going to take the DNA test. So then Sabrina, she asked Danny, are you still going to therapy? Danny's like, I actually had a session this morning. And Sabrina's like, I'm proud of you for sticking to it. And then Sabrina suggests again that they have that they do a double date. And Danny's like, I don't want to be seen with Jordan right now. Sabrina's like, I'm not talking about Jordan and Andy. I'm just talking about me, you, Rich, and Tony. I'm like, that's fucked up. But at the same time, why do you keep wanting to have these double dates? Y'all just had one. Or did they not? I don't remember. I don't know. Sabrina annoying me anyway, because you stand with this nigga that don't want kids and you acting like it's, I don't know. So Gary, he gets to Andy's place. He's like, I knew you couldn't stay away. And then Fatima comes out of nowhere and he's like, what the fuck is going on? So Andy's like, she says to Gary, I don't know why you won't let me go. Everywhere I turn, you're there. Gary's like, oh, you're old news or current news if you turn on the TV. So Andy's like, I know you paid someone to lie on Jordan. Gary laughs. He's like, what, your pedophile boyfriend told you that? So Andy's like, well, actually, I have the proof. So Gary's like, I don't care. That story can't trace back to me. Andy mentions the FBI. She's like, oh, how would the FBI feel about it? Gary gets quiet. Andy tells Gary to leave. Andy tells Gary to leave Penelope and Jordan alone. And then she's like, get the fuck out of my place. And Gary's like, this is my place and don't forget it. And then Fatima walks over with her heavy bag. We all know what's in the bag. She's like, get the fuck out, Gary. So then we get this final scene. First of all, the needle that they show Karen that got to go on her belly is crazy. That joint big as hell, like big. I'm like, they really got to put this big, long-ass needle in her pregnant belly? I thought that was crazy. So Karen, she's starting to have second thoughts after seeing the needle. She's like, man, I could just wait till the baby's born. So then the doctor starts with the ultrasound. And then we find out Karen is having twins. And the doctor's like, oh, the twins are in 2 separate sacs. So we're going to have to test both sacs. So I'm like, damn, does she got to get the needle on her twice? That's crazy. I'm hoping that's not the case. When she said we got to test both sacs, I'm like, does that mean that they got to stick that needle in her twice? That's going to be crazy. And that's how the episode ends. And that's why I said I would give it a C-, because did they really think they was shocking us by doing this? Y'all done made us wait this long to find out who the baby daddy is, and now y'all want to tell us that it's both of them. Because I've seen that on medical shows before, that somebody could be pregnant with twins and they could have and the twins could have 2 different daddies. It's like a 1% in the medical field that happens. So I guess that's what they're saying is happening here. So one baby is Zach's and one baby is Aaron's. I just think that's crazy as hell. I mean, of course, nobody's expected that, but it's just like, y'all make us wait this long just to tell us, oh, it's both of theirs. Like, it's so annoying. Like, predictions or thoughts to come. I mean, we see Karen telling Zach that she having twins. I'm wondering if she gonna tell him that there was 2 different sacs and it might be 2 different fathers. Or is she just gonna let Zach think that both of the babies is his? That's what I'm wondering about. I'm wondering how Gary gonna move now about Andy. Well, we see he's still gonna meet with Marie next episode and try to downplay Andy. So I don't know why he doing that when she just told you she had proof that you tried to jeopardize Jordan's campaign. At this point, I don't even care about Sabrina's storyline no more. If you gonna keep dealing with this man knowing he don't want kids and you want kids, then that's on you, sis. I ain't even about to keep dealing with it. Oh, we ain't getting no more Reese this episode. I'm not mad about it neither. Dan, like I said, I like Danny with Tony, but we haven't seen her. I mean, we haven't seen her interactions with him and the kids, so I guess we gotta wait and see what's gonna happen with that. And we see Andy in the next episode warning Penelope. I thought Andy was gonna find out that Gary took Penelope's cars and his her insurance policy or whatever, something like that. I can't remember. He took some type of money from her. So I was surprised Andy didn't get the info on that. And what's up with the different passports? We never heard anything after that when Penelope sent Andy the pictures of the fake passports and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Yet again, I say they ripped Robin off without saying anything. So, again, I say, where is Robin? Is he going to come back? Are they going to bring him back? Or is that the end for Robin? I don't know. Those are my little thoughts or what have yous for episodes to come. Thanks for watching this late review. Like this video, subscribe to my channel because I don't only review Sistas, I review other shows as well. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out when I post. And of course, comment below what you thought of the episode, what you would grade it. Your grade might be higher than mine. I don't know. If I forgot anything or was off on anything particular, let me know in the comments. Again, thanks for watching this review, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.